Happy Halloween, everyone! From Matt the Speedstar, aka the Game Rebel here, as we run through the next part of The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. So, last time we opened up a few more shrines in the Gerudo Desert. In fact, most of the shrines that I needed to open up were in the Gerudo Desert itself. Thing though is, most of the shrines that I actually opened up in this area were all blessing shrines. Every single one of these shrines here that I opened up are blessing shrines. Not this one. But with these shrines opened up, with the two up here as well, we only have, like, I think 3 more shrines to open. And one is in Central Hyrule, one's in the Tabantha area, and then, of course, the last one is the Forgotten Temple. So, not much left to do, and be finishing up with the shrines next time, pretty much. Not the final shrine run, of course, but opening up the remaining shrines and kind of just finishing up with whatever I haven't done. So, not much left to do on that. But we're going to take a break from that because it's Halloween, so let's go play some tricks on people. Or, you know, treat ourselves to some mini-games. Because that is actually what I will be doing this video. Starting off with the Tanagar Canyon Course. And while I'm doing this, I actually will be able to get a chance to explain my current situation. Oh, by the way, since I'm playing as Dark Link, or rather, I'm dressed up as Dark Link, whenever I go near someone, I scare them. I scare them like I was actually going to attack them. Oh. But yeah, we're going to be doing some stuff with minigames this video. I'm not really going to be counting minigames that I've played or, like, ones that are pretty much the exact same thing as when I originally played them. Anyway, what is that? He's going to explain Boom Bam Golf. We're going to start with this one for this video. So, I'm going to be going around and going to be taking care of 9 of the 16 mini-games. I have played more than 9 of them, but some of them had different conditions compared to what they are now as legit mini-games. Some I had to do in order to complete parts of the main story, some I had to do for shrine quests, and some I could not open up until I did certain things. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll show you kind of the areas of where I'll be going, but, you know, just doing mini-games. They're not really for anything, but, hey, I'm going to do them. Now, the way he's explaining things is, if you hit the ball that give me a sec. If you hit the ball and it moves, that counts as a stroke. The trick here is stasis. It's time. Yeah, it's time to tee off, as he tries to do, like, this fake Scottish accent. Because, you know, Scots are stereotyped with golf. I don't know. No offense to anyone who's Scottish. Anyway, pony up, boys! I haven't played Man vs. Machine in a long time. Then again, though, I don't like when people treat it as a kind of meta thing, or they get all whiny about it if you don't do things the way they do it. It kind of turned me away from it, but, you know, I don't want it to be a grind thing. I want it to be fun. And I'm getting off topic. So, Boom Bam Golf. This thing! This is what we hit. The best you can do, I believe, is 3 strokes. That should be good. Now, there's a trick that the guide actually tells you about if you do it right. The trick is, like... Well, what I mean by the trick is, you're supposed to do 2 fully powered shots, and then do one that's like maybe 4 or 5 hits on the thing, and you should get it in within 3 strokes. Hey, Dinrell. Now, as I'm playing through this, if you can probably tell, and I don't know if you can, I kind of lost my Sound Blaster headset. It broke on me. Really hated that too, because it's a great headset. Microphone, not so great, but the headset itself, it's so good. Ooh, I'll take that. Thank you, Dinral. This speeds this up. But yeah, I'm currently using a backup wired headset, but I've been told by some of my friends that... Over a little bit. Oh, please go in. Oh, please go in. Oh! Ah, I hate that so much. Yeah, I never get this thing in 3 strokes. I always get it in 4. Anyway, I can just, like, use a one-handed weapon to put it in. Or I can do this. I love how there's even an applause there, too. Even though there's, like, no one around. But anyway, so yeah, I'm using a backup headset, but I've been told that since I'm still using the same microphone, the Razer Siren, it makes either no difference or very little difference if I'm using a different headset, so I think I might be able to do some more videos. However, I am getting another Sound Blaster. I found one on Amazon for cheap compared to other wireless headsets. No. I'm tapped out. But anyway. Let's head on to the next minigame, and like I said, I've got another Sound Blaster on pre-order, and I should get it very soon. But until then, I think I'm going to take a break after this video to wait for it to get here. So next up is actually going to be around here. As much as I'd like to, say, use my Rivali's Gale to head up, I don't think it'd be a good idea because it doesn't take me up that far. But anyway, I'll see you around here-ish for the next minigame. Now, I should be looking for a smoke signal. And lo and behold, there it is. Now, this next one, I'm actually going to need to use one of the dishes that I made. Because I kind of need some extra speed for this one. Foot race, check in. Walk up, scare him. Because we're that much of a trickster. This guy, Kanba, he has a minigame for us. You almost never get to see this minigame at all unless you go out of your way to go around Mount Rome. But we are going to race this guy. In fact, Mount Rome is the race course. Okay. So, he's going to explain how things work. On top of the mountain, there are flags. That's the goal. You also cannot use your horse, or you gotta make sure you don't run away from the goal either. You gotta head there and try and get in there as fast as you can, but other than that, anything else goes. And that includes Rivali's Gale, using a movement speed up, or exploiting. Because, you know, exploiting is fun to do. Also, the fact that there are enemies showing up is not a good sign. You can also climb, too, if you need to. Just be wary of those boulders up there, because believe me, they will come down. And do that! Great. Just great. Alright. Now, he shouldn't be too far behind after that. I also need to be careful because that happens too. Now, if you want to quickly hurry this up, there's an updraft right here that you can use your paraglider for. Star Fragment! Oh, we got a real treat! I'll have to mark where that is and head to it. I think I know where that is. so I might be able to get there really quick and get it. Not a good time, but anyway. We got that taken care of. A bet is a bet. And generally, as long as you have good stamina, you should be perfectly fine. I've had enough. Aw, he's down. Looks like his passion for this is cooling off faster than my hot pockets. A virtual pudding! If you know where I got that from. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go get that star fragment. You know where it is. Just a very quick cut in as I head over here because this is a real treat. I didn't think I'd actually have a star fragment show up on Halloween. Well, actually, I'm recording the day before Halloween. Because I unfortunately have to work on Halloween Day. That sucks for me, but hey, whatever. Just means I get to get out for a little bit instead of be holed up with my games. I like what I get to do next. Coming here to the Ridgeland Tower, when you come here to get the map, this guy's right here. It's quite high. If only it was a Birdman. So, you have two responses, both are pretty much the same, but since it's Halloween... Boo! I wanted to do that again. I like that. I just like that, how you can just go up and say, boo. So this guy also has a minigame for us. This one is actually very easy to do, and it takes a little time, but it's a good way to get some extra cash. I'll just fly down. Yes, I can fly! Well, not really. It's more like gliding then. Anyway, he's gonna use us as an experimental guinea pig. And we get to go and glide around for pretty much no reason. I'll glide for you. Sad thing is, it costs money. Yeah. You're merely gliding, not flying, making this a rather dangerous research project. As such, a liability fee of 20 rupees will be necessary. Landing elevation, wind direction, stamina usage. Make sure you take notes of these three factors. I believe you only need to get, I think, around 750 meters before you get the best possible thing. But I've heard you can get really, really far if you do this. Now, the best way to do this is to actually go near the Breach of Demise, and you'll soon see a bridge. Don't go on the bridge, but just make sure you don't land on the bridge or anything, and you should get a little extra distance. But the further you go, of course, the more you'll get. Now, if you really want to do this one really good, make sure you have a lot of stamina. Not like the amount of stamina I have, per se, but I think you get what I mean. Now, you see that bridge over there? That is what I'm talking about. We don't go on that bridge, but we go near it. By the way, one of the shrines that I've yet to find is actually around here. Now, I don't know if there's a prevailing wind or anything, but I do know that this is about as far as you can get if you do this method. And since I've shown off where this is, I can cut here when I'm basically done. I can cut here when I do the next video and open up the remaining shrines. But that's that for the gliding minigame. Just do that and you will be able to make quite a profit. 808 meters. That's not really my best. I think my best is over 850. And I think that was during a practice run. But, for flying very far, you can get a silver rupee. And there we go. So, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do next. I'm kind of thinking of going in a more clockwise direction, because all the minigames are basically around the edges of Hyrule, pretty much. So I'll probably go clockwise and end off around here, I believe. So I think next up will be the flight range. Yeah, I know I did the flight range for, I'll explain it when I get there. So, we had to come here originally to basically practice and prove to Teba that we were competent enough to go after Von Meadow. After you've basically talked with him and he comes back here with his son, you can go over here, you can grab the Swallow Bow, because honestly I'd rather use this over a Falcon Bow for what I want to do. You can grab this Swallow Bow, and you can partake in a mini-game that's basically the same thing as before, but you actually have to hit a lot of targets. Hey, Tolan. No, I'm Dark Link, and I'm here to claim your soul. Of course. So, you gotta show him just how good you are with a bow. That's why I took the Swallow Bow, because that way, it's a free bow. And I might as well use it. And that's basically all the rules. Just jump down there and hit as many targets as you can. The more you hit, the more of a prize you get. Now, you gotta be a little smart with how you do things, and also have a lot of stamina. Because, as you see there, we're going to be using a lot of stamina to hit all these targets. Remember to use the updrafts as best you can, so that way you don't run out of stamina. Because that's just how special this updraft here is. As you see there, the timer actually slows down as you do your slowdown as well. It's a neat little touch, but also make sure you know where the targets are, so that way you can get as many as you can in as little time as possible. I think there's 20 overall. I don't know where the rest are. But yeah, as you see up there, the timer slows down as you move around and do all that stuff. Hit this last one. And good enough. I don't believe that's all of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's 2 that I missed on the central stone pillar. But that's okay. I'm not trying to go for everything. I'm not trying to go for perfects. I'm just showing these off. It'll take a few arrows and durability off your bow, but it's a great way to get rupees. Alright, next up, I believe... I'm not doing any of these up here because I've already shown them. Next up is... here. So, coming back here, I know that we did the gut check challenge before to open up the shrine, but after you do this, and I believe after you do the test of endurance, I don't know, but we have one more thing to do. And this is basically the actual minigame itself. The gut check challenge was to get the shrine. The minigame itself is the super gut check challenge. I'm pumped, brother. Now, it is basically the same thing, but it is a bit harder. Yes. I know. Super gut check. This one actually costs a lot more, but you can get a lot more rupees if you manage to succeed. Let's do this! 300 rupees or more as you climb. You win, You keep the money, and you get a prize at the end. So, don't fail. Okay, you'll have to excuse if there are noises upstairs. Apparently I didn't tell people that I was recording, and they... I don't like the people I live with. So, yeah, if you hear any noises, I am sorry. I will try to do the best I can to get rid of them. But anyway, as we're going up here, a couple things to note. Do not go for any of the green rupees, because those will most likely kind of throw you off the trail you want to go for. And as usual, try to conserve your stamina as best you can. Don't waste it all at once. And also, highly recommended you have maxed out your stamina. Doesn't have to be totally maxed out, and you don't have to have, like, extra stamina vessels. You just have to have a ton of stamina, and maybe some stuff to, you know, eat that gives you extra stamina. Now, around here, there should be a couple silver rupees that I can look for. I don't know where the other one is, but if I grab that one, or I can just go for this one, I can climb up. 301 rupees. Cutting it close, but I'm not going for, like, records here. I'm just going for pretty much completing them. And we get an Endurance Room as a reward. And that's that for Super Gut Check Challenge. I'm gonna camp out, wait for nighttime, get my Darkling stuff on again, and I will see you in the next area, which is gonna be near the East Akala Stable. Now, what I'm doing is actually a cheap way, also noted in my special Shika Tome of Guidance. What I'm doing is essentially a cheap way to take care of this little minigame that I can do. There's also a... oh wait, that's some guy's horse. This person right here, Aya. Is something wrong? The blue flame. So, she will give you a mini-game in order to grab the ancient flame and bring it here. I'll light it for you. So, she wants you to get it in under 3 minutes. This is like the low level of it. The high level of it, I believe, is, I think, 20 seconds. If you say so. Now, she's saying you're supposed to use a horse for this one, but if you want to really cheese that, just do what I did. Bring a flame from any lantern that has it. Or, you know, the tech lab. Yeah. But yeah, if you get that all set up, you should be all good. Because all you have to do is just quickly run right up here, grab the flame with a torch, and go. I think you can also light an arrow and shoot it, but I don't really trust myself. If you do it like that, though, you can complete the high-level thing, and you can get a lot of money for it. But I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to do this at least once. Purple rupee. That is acceptable. And I scare her off, too. Okay. Next up, I believe, and this is one I'm not really going to like too much, is we have to head to Hateno Village. I believe... round here somewhere. I'll know where it is. Yeah, it should be near that person who gives you the Sheep Rustler's side quest. Now, for this next one, I actually will need stealth, so I chose to dress up as Sheik this time. Because why not? It's Halloween.
Oi!
Hello there. Nice evening to you as well. I kinda am. So, what do you need? This is the thing. This is a minigame I actually don't like. Deer hunting. He's saying that it's kind of to control the population because, you know, you can't spay or neuter them. Man, I'm bringing up quite a few references in this game. In this video. But anyway, in 1 minute, kill as many deer as you can. Yes. So, high stealth, a good powered bow. That's why I'm kind of using the bow I have currently equipped, which I believe is a royal bow.
Oi!
Yeah. And you can see a bunch of them. Now they'll kind of know when you knock an arrow. I'm not counting headshots for this, by the way. And yes, I'll try to grab the meat, but it is unnecessary. Headshots also unnecessary. You just need enough power in the bow. This one is free, but it doesn't exactly give you much money. Like, I think the best you get is a green rupee. Not a green rupee, a red rupee. Don't you dare run after me. So as long as you hit these guys, doesn't matter where you hit them, as long as you got enough power in your bow, you should be fine. No, you don't. There's not really any point in grabbing the meat, but, you know, let's just take care of the deer. I really don't like doing that, though, because, you know, I had to ride one of those guys in order to do a shrine, and, come on, they're deer. They're not really doing much. I live in an area where you actually see quite a few deer. 20 rupees. Nope. I really don't. I won't do it. I'm not doing it again. You are on your own, mister. Alright, next up... What else is next? I've already done gambling, done the paraglider. Oh, I know what's next, and I am so not gonna like it. The next two are horseback things. And the one I'm doing next, I really, really hate. Now, for this next minigame, I need my horse. And, because it's Halloween, yeah, I dressed it up in the rickety old monster stuff. It's best to do this one kind of in the daytime because I have noticed that it rains a lot around here, and you can't do this when it's raining. It also rains a lot at nighttime, which means you actually have to use the inn for the stable so that we can actually progress time. Anyway, this guy here, Blinn. This guy here has a little bit of an ego, and he wants to give you a little bit of a little thing. How do we play? It's an obstacle course, but on horseback. I hate this one so much. Why?
Oh.
He just pretty much said it here. The difficult part about this is the fact that you can't just ride as recklessly as fast as you can. You have to be able to control your horse very well. And considering how normally a horse will kind of just follow its own path, even if you have like a max bond with it, the AI that the horse has really works against you in this one. But if you manage to clear one of his 2 times, you can get some horse gear. I'm probably going to have to do this off screen at some point to actually get it. But what I believe he gives you is the extravagant bridle and saddle. But yeah, I really hate this one. Highly recommended, though, that you get the Royal White Stallion and go from there.
Oh.
Because it doesn't have... It's not best with speed, but because of that, you should have a little more control. There's one obstacle in particular that I really hate, and it just flashed by right there. That one narrow little passage. That one gives me so much trouble because, well, you'll see when I get there if I don't automatically jump it. Now, this is the time that he sets for you. You clear this, I believe you get the saddle. I don't know which one it is that you get, but you get one of them for clearing that time, and you get the other for beating his time. Now, if I actually do clear this, which I highly doubt I will. Okay, so far so good. I try to speed up a little bit because when I get a chance to get a little extra time shaved off, I want to get that time shaved off. Around here, though, you're not really going to get much of a chance to do that because there's so many obstacles. You'll know you've cleared an obstacle. You'll know you're cleared an obstacle because the thing will actually. Yeah, this one here I really hate. Watch. The horse will actively try to go around it rather than actually jump that obstacle. Yeah, you'll see the one that's cleared because the bar will be raised. I don't want to rush this one either. Yeah, you gotta get, like, right on the edge of that thing if you want to clear that obstacle. And then, of course, if you're not going fast enough on some of these, your horse will just straight up stop. Last one's over there. I'm so not beating his time, but if I beat his... Don't you... And again, why I do not like this one is because the horse will not really listen and will try to actively avoid your obstacle. And there we go. I can't get either one of them now. I thought I was going to do good, and then that happened. This is why I hate this course so much. The horse will rather try to go around the obstacle than jump over it. Yeah. Anyway, you get a swift carrot if you don't make it. I'm not gonna try again because I really, really hate this one. I'll have to do it off screen in order to get the stuff, and I'll show it if I do. If not, then oh well, I'm not too worried about it. Now, the last minigame is over here at the mounted archery camp. Guess what we're gonna be doing? Now, since I've already been around here because I had to do this for the giant horse, I'll just cut to when I get there. Good. So I should have a little time before the rain shows up, so... because of the rain, there's a trick to this last minigame that I can't really do. Now, I talked to this guy here, and as you see there, I kind of have I have a phrenic bow because I'm not exactly good at horseback archery. Not too confident. Yeah. Sure, I'm game. So what it is... yeah, can't drill without a bow and arrows, yada yada yada. I already have like a bunch of arrows. I'm fine. So, you have to fork over 20 rupees, but you will get rupees if you manage to get a lot of targets. You have to get all of them, however, to get horse gear. This guy, I believe, gives you the knight's bridle and saddle. So, you know, you look like how a knight would have a horse. I don't know if I'd recommend getting this stuff, though, because, honestly, I don't know. I don't know if this is affected by thunderstorms and that. You know, if you're riding your horse. So, targets on balloons, pop them. Don't worry about when time's up. He'll let you know. Ride hard, shoot straight. Don't get off the horse. And you break more than 20, he'll hand over the horse gear. Okay. Now, I chose the phrenic bow, so that way I have an easier time shooting. Because if you couldn't tell from not being able to hit that, I suck! Really bad! It's also recommended you have quick shot on. Yeah, you see? I suck really bad with this thing. I can barely even see these things, so I might have to switch off to this falcon bow here. I figured with the phrenic bow I could do better, but as you can see, I suck bad. That one there I might need to... Never mind. Apparently I can shoot really far ones, but stuff like that, nope. This last one here, get a bomb arrow out and aim straight for the middle. You should hit all of them. That's why I kind of did this now instead of at night, because this area has a lot of rain and you can't detonate a bomb arrow when it's raining. Yeah, you might want to shoot from a trot some more before you jump straight to firing at a gallop. I'm gonna try one more time, and that's it. So let's see if I do any better this time with a falcon bow rather than the phrenic bow. So this is kind of the trots. I might be able to hit them better if I'm on a trot, but you kind of don't really get much of a chance to get all the balloons if you're just going in from a trot. By the way, there's a croc spot over there. I'll have to head over there at some point. That'll probably be during post-game. So you kind of need to speed up if you want to get to the other balloons in time. Oh yeah, and if you do kind of okay, he will give you some extra arrows. Come on. Yeah, see, I am doing better, but I'm definitely not getting that horse gear. See? This is why you kind of need to do a full gallop if you want to actually get all the balloons. So, like before... Yeah. Anyway, he'll give you some arrows if you get more than 10, I believe. I'm in a hurry. But with that, I'm done. I've already done, like, over an hour, pretty much. I actually had to get off and tell some people that I was doing stuff. Which I really don't like. I don't like doing that. Because I have things to do. But anyway, if you want to try and do those, get good. And don't be me, because I suck at horseback archery. Most of my shots were luck. About as lucky as the huntsman. Anyway, that's gonna basically do it. I've done pretty much every single minigame now up to this point. I'm not doing the ones over here in the Gerudo Desert because they're the exact same thing, except with this one, there's just a time limit. It's the exact same thing, though. Sand Seal Race, exact same thing. And up here, the Test of Wood. This is also considered a minigame. You only rent the stuff, but it's the exact same thing, just with a time limit. And, of course, there's gambling in Lorland Village. I'm definitely not doing that. Same thing. And that's basically it. So, that should be all the minigames covered. Next time, and hopefully I will have my Sound Blaster by then, because I'm going to take a break from recording for a little bit. I kind of need a break anyway. I'm going to take a break, wait for my Sound Blaster to get here, break that one in. And next time, we'll finish up our business with the remaining shrines that I have yet to unlock. One up in the Tabantha area, and of course, one that is near Hyrule Castle. Kind of where I landed when I did the minigame. I'm also going to grab a couple more orbs because I want to show off some dialogue that the goddess statue gives when you have maxed out one of your 2 stats. So, until next time, thank you all for watching. Oh, wait, hold on. Last thing. What am I going as this Halloween? You probably don't want to know, but, I'm gonna tell ya. Yes, I'm pulling out my old Twilight Princess outfit that I had quite a few years back, and, I got my hair blonded and everything. Yes, I will go that far. It helps to have a stylist in the family. But, this is what I'm going as. Except without anything on my back, because work will not allow that. They will not allow anything that will interfere with work, but I am allowed to dress up. It's gonna be fun times. So, until next time, thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you wish to follow along with this and my other Let's Plays, please consider subscribing. If any concerns come up, I'll let you guys know my Twitter, and additional info in the lower left box in the video, and down in the description below. This has been Matt the Speedstar, aka the Gaming Rebel, and I'll see you guys next time when we run through the next part of Breath of the Wild.